This is Albania Unveiled, and our first stop is Tirana, a city that spent decades under one of Europe's most isolated dictatorships. Now it's alive with street art, youthful energy, and layers that go far beyond first impressions. Hello and welcome to Tirana, which is now my current home. I am so excited to share this city with you guys. I've been living here for the past 7 months, and I know I definitely made the right decision. And in this video today, you're gonna find out why. Currently, we are in Skanderbeg Square, which is home of the national hero, Skanderbeg, which is right behind us. And it's a beautiful meeting place here in Tirana. If you're going on any walking tours, you'll probably meet right here. And I think it's a beautiful way to get the feel of the city. What is the vibe of Tirana? That's what we're after today.
Yes, very nice. You are very interesting.
Oh,
Very
thank you. Bye. That is definitely an example of the hospitality you'll experience when you come visit Albania. One thing I really love about the city is that you get a mix of the old and new architecture styles. As you can see all around me, we have cathedrals, a mosque, the statue, and then new buildings going up. We also have the Opera House right behind me. And it's a blend of the culture that makes Albania what it is and what they are headed towards in the future. And right behind me, you will find the National History Museum, which is currently under renovation. However, it'll be open very soon so that we can learn more about all this beautiful country has to offer. But isn't the painting right in front of it very beautiful? This mural was born under dictatorship in the 1980s. When communism fell, its propaganda was erased. A 2019 earthquake cracked it and Tirana pierced it back together. Now it is Albania's mirror, survival written in stone. I think it's a great symbol to showcase the resilience of this nation. You can see the monument to Skanderbeg, who is the national hero, which led the country to victory during the 15th century against the Ottomans. You will see stuff about him all over the country, and this is just one of many monuments dedicated to him. I have seen his monument in the other cities that I visited, so stay tuned to learn more about that in the other cities during the series of Albania Unveiled. Skanderbeg, Albania's 15th century warrior king, is a symbol of resistance, honored across the country for uniting tribes against the Ottomans. But centuries later, a different kind of fortress emerged. Under dictator Enver Hoxha, Albania built over 170,000 bunkers, turning the nation into a labyrinth of paranoia. These concrete domes were designed to survive nuclear blast, yet they became obsolete the moment the regime collapsed. Today, places like Bunkart transform these relics of fear into spaces where Albania confronts its past and reimagines its future. All right, so now we are on the outskirts of Tirana here at Bunkart 1. We're gonna learn more about the tumultuous history about what happened during the communist regime here in Albania. Let's go take a look. What's unique about these bunkers is that they were reinforced with over 8 feet of concrete. And unfortunately, they kept in the government staff and did not allow local Albanians. So it was a tumultuous time here in Albania from 1945 until 1991. Walking through Tirana, you're surrounded by history and modern energy. But just beyond the city, Dajiti Mountain rises with its own stories. Ancient legends tell of the Zana, mystical mountain nymphs who protect the land and its people. These tales blend nature and folklore, giving Dajiti a special place in Albanian culture. This cable car goes up 1,000 meters, I believe, or 1,000 feet. We'll figure it out. We have our tickets, 1,500 lek per person round trip. You cannot pay with a card, but they do have an ATM. And look at the view. Oh my God. Where are you guys from?
Germany.
Oh, fun. I know you know where I'm from.
No, where are you
I'm
from?
definitely a loud American.
Okay. Back to Germany, and we arrived last Saturday.
Oh.
And we were at the coast first for 5 days.
Oh, that's a nice itinerary. Oh, it's much quieter now. Thank you. Oh, what's up? I hope you got that. That was not pretty. Now we gotta jump out. Ooh, let's go. We just finished the cable car. It was longer than I expected. My ears definitely popped, but it was very peaceful. You can hear the birds chirping. Just so you know, you will be with strangers, but we had some really fun conversations. So let's go explore what they have at the top. There is a lot to do here. I see mini golf, photo booths, and I was told that there is a really great view at the top where we can have a cappuccino, which is essential to an Albanian lifestyle. Okay, let's go. Beautiful mountains, super lush. We got for the kids. Guys, I have a special guest on the show, a donkey. Let's go talk to him or her. Hi. Why are you twitching? Are you okay? This is a good time to tell you that I am terrified of animals. Okay, we're gonna leave the donkey alone. But he's cute. Another animal spotting here on Dajiti Mountain with the lady who travels. Let me show you guys. Oh, we have 2 horses. Oh my goodness. 1 and 2. And they're eating quite well because, honey, it smells. Here at the top of Dajiti Mountain, and it says an adventure park. But I think this would be a great place to have a picnic. So maybe in the future, I will prepare for a picnic and have it right here with this beautiful view. It's quite peaceful today. People are doing barbecue around me. I like it. It's nice. It's nice. Here we go. Just wrapped Dajiti. We are now headed down, and I must say it was quite beautiful. It is a little bit outside of the city center, so if you're pressed for time, you could skip it, but it's quite peaceful this time of year, and I loved hearing the birds. Make sure to listen for the birds on the way up or down. Now we are at my favorite part of the entire city, Liqeni Tirana, the artificial lake. It is a massive lake with tons of animals and a great way to get exercise in. I would say it's like the Central Park of Albania. If you want to argue with me, let me know in the comments. I think it's the Central Park of Albania. It is so beautiful, it's lush, and it's free. So let's go explore. So one of my favorite things about the artificial lake are all of the amazing coffee shops scattered throughout the park. There are so many, and I'm determined to try as many of them as I can. This one in particular is nice because there's so many beautiful animals. I've seen ducks, I've seen chickens, I've even seen a cow here in the lake. So open your eyes, you'll never know what you'll find. Meredita, muito quer cappuccino, Yaluta? Po, po. Alright, faminderi. Faminderi shum. This lovely cappuccino at the lake costs 200 lek. Not a bad deal. One of my favorite things about moving to Tirana is the coffee shop culture. Oh, hi. One of my favorite things about living in Tirana is the cafe culture. There was at one point where there was the most amount of coffee shops ever in Europe were located in Albania. Now I think it's been superseded by Italy and their third place. There's so many coffee shops. And I love the ones here in the lake because the ambiance is unparalleled. When you want to hang out with somebody here, I've noticed they always say, want to go grab a coffee. It's one of the ways to meet new people. Where you're from, you might go out and have a drink with somebody at a bar. Here, they go and have a coffee. And that coffee can last for hours, okay? I have met with locals here and new friends of mine. And you think you're just going to go have a quick little coffee for 30 minutes. No, it'll turn into hours of fun, gossip, and everything in between. Another thing I love about just the vibe of Tirana is how ambitious the women are, especially in business. These nails that you guys see that y'all always compliment me on are done by a 19-year-old woman who owns her own business, has her own shop right here in Tirana, and she's one of many. My brow lady, my lash lady, everybody here, they are businesswomen doing their thing at a very young age. And I commend them for that because that's something that I don't necessarily see from people at that age, being so ambitious and taking control of their life. So that's another thing that really inspires me about living here. People are doing not only what they can, but the best with what they have. They've been given little and they've turned it into lemonade, turned their lemons into lemonade. That's one thing that I will say I've seen about living here in Tirana. The resilience is inspiring. It's a city that's ever evolving, ever changing, as you've seen today. I'm excited to see how it turns into the future, and I'll be here to see it. Thank you again for watching. As always, my name's Abigail, and you're watching The Lady Who Travels. Bye.